I'm excited to be here with you today to share some valuable insights on how to overcome procrastination and reach your goals in today's fast-paced world. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and put off important tasks and goals for another day. But let me tell you, you're not alone in this struggle. We have all been guilty of procrastination at some point in our lives. However, the good news is that you have the power to turn things around and start taking action towards your goals. That's right. By listening to this message, you will learn 5 powerful ways to overcome procrastination and start making progress towards your dreams and aspirations. So, if you're tired of feeling stuck and unproductive, then this video is for you. Get ready to unlock your full potential and achieve the success you deserve. So, without further ado, let's dive into our 5 ways to overcome procrastination and reach your goals. Starting with number 5, we all have goals, dreams, and aspirations, but many of us struggle to turn them into reality because we fall prey to the temptation of procrastination. We put off important tasks, we delay taking action, and we make excuses for ourselves. But I'm here to tell you that there is a way to overcome this self-sabotaging behavior and reach your goals, and that is number 5, the power of self-discipline. Let me ask you this: how many times have you set a goal for yourself, only to find yourself making excuses and putting it off for later? How many times have you promised yourself that you will start working towards your dreams tomorrow, or next week, or next month? And how many times have you ended up feeling disappointed and frustrated because you didn't take action when you had the chance? I know that many of you can relate to this because I have been there myself. But let me tell you something: procrastination is a thief of time, and time is the most valuable asset we have. Every minute that we waste by procrastinating is a minute that we can never get back. And the longer we put off taking action, the harder it becomes to break out of the cycle of procrastination. It's a vicious cycle that can hold us back from achieving our full potential. So, what is the solution? How do we break free from the grip of procrastination and stop that? It is up to us to eliminate these distractions and stay focused on our goals. So, let's dive into the 4th way to overcome procrastination and reach our goals: eliminate distractions. The first step to eliminating distractions is to identify them. Take a moment to think about what distracts you the most. Is it your phone, your email, your coworkers? Whatever it may be, write it down and make a conscious effort to be aware of these distractions. By identifying them, we can start to take control over them. The next step is to create a distraction-free environment. This could mean turning off your phone or putting it in another room while you work. It could also mean finding a quiet space to work in or using noise-canceling headphones. Whatever it may be, find a space where you can fully focus on your tasks without any distractions. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. But, Jim, I need my phone for work, or I can't just shut off my email. What if something important comes up? And I understand these concerns. But here's the thing: we have to learn to prioritize. Is checking your phone or email every 5 minutes really necessary? Or can it wait until you have completed your tasks for the day? By prioritizing our tasks and setting boundaries for ourselves, we can eliminate distractions and stay focused on our goals. Another way to eliminate distractions is to set specific times for checking your phone or email. Instead of constantly checking them throughout the day, set designated times to check and respond to messages. This way, you can stay connected without getting caught up in the endless scrolling or responding to every notification. Now, I know that sometimes distractions can come from external sources, such as co-workers or family members. In these situations, it's important to communicate your needs and boundaries. Let your co-workers know that you need some uninterrupted time to work on a project, or ask your family members to give you some space while you work. By communicating your needs, you can create a distraction-free environment and stay focused on your goals. But let's not forget about the biggest distraction of all: our own thoughts. How many times have you found yourself getting lost in your own thoughts, worrying about the future or dwelling on the past? These thoughts can be just as distracting as any external source. So, it's important to practice mindfulness and stay present in the moment. When we are fully present, we can eliminate distractions and focus on the task at hand. Lastly, I want to remind you that eliminating distractions is a continuous process. It's not something that we can do once and be done with it. We have to constantly be aware of our surroundings and our own thoughts and make a conscious effort to stay focused on our goals. But I promise you, the more you practice eliminating distractions, the easier it will become. The number 3 way to overcome procrastination and reach your goals is by creating a plan of action. You see, many of us have big dreams and aspirations, but we often fail to take action towards achieving them. We make excuses, we blame external factors, and we convince ourselves that we will start tomorrow, next week, or next month. But the truth is, tomorrow never comes, and before we know it, years have gone by, and we are no closer to our goals than we were before. This is where creating a plan of action comes in. A plan of action is a roadmap that will guide you towards your goals. It is a series of actionable steps that you will take to move closer to your dreams. Without a plan, our goals remain just wishes and fantasies. But with a plan, we can turn our dreams into reality. So, let me share with you the steps to creating an effective plan of action. Step 1. Define your goals. The first step in creating a plan of action is to clearly define your goals. What is it that you want to achieve? Is it a career goal, a personal goal, or a health goal? Be specific and write down your goals. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So, take the time to think about what you truly want and write it down. Step 2. Break it down. Now that you have defined your goals, it's time to break them down into smaller, more manageable tasks. This will help you to not feel overwhelmed and will make your goals seem more attainable. For example, if your goal is to lose 20 of your goals, create a plan and take action towards them every single day. Now to number 2. The number 2 way to overcome procrastination and reach your goals is to break down your goals into smaller tasks. We all have dreams and aspirations, but sometimes we get overwhelmed by the enormity of our goals. We think to ourselves, how am I ever going to achieve this? And that's where procrastination creeps in. We put off taking action because we don't know where to start. But I am here to tell you that the key to overcoming procrastination and reaching your goals is to break them down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Let me give you an example. Let's say your goal is to run a marathon. Now, for someone who has never run a marathon before, that may seem like an impossible task. But what if I told you that you could break it down into smaller tasks? Instead of focusing on the entire 26.2 miles, focus on running just 1 mile at a time. And then, once you accomplish that, focus on running 2 miles, and then 3, and so on. Before you know it, you'll have completed the marathon. This same concept can be applied to any goal, whether it's personal or professional. By breaking down your goals into smaller tasks, you're able to create a roadmap for success. It allows you to take one step at a time, rather than trying to tackle everything at once. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Jim, I don't have the time to break down my goals into smaller tasks. Well, let me ask you this. Do you have time to procrastinate? Do you have time to put off your dreams and aspirations? I highly doubt it. By taking the time to break down your goals, you are actually saving yourself time in the long run. You are setting yourself up for success by creating a clear path to achieving your goal. But breaking down your goals into smaller tasks is not just about saving time. It's also about building momentum. When you accomplish one task, no matter how small, it gives you a sense of accomplishment and motivation to keep going. It's like building a snowball. The more you roll it, the bigger it gets. And before you know it, you have a giant snowball of success. Now, I want to address something that I know may be on some of your minds. You may be thinking, but Jim, what if I fail? What if I break down my goals and I still can't achieve them? And to that, I say, so what? Failure is not the end. It's just a detour on the road to success. If you break down your goals and you still can't achieve them, then you simply readjust and try again. Remember, success is not a straight line. It's a journey with ups and downs. But by breaking down your goals, you're able to navigate those ups and downs more effectively. Now, I want to share with you a personal story about how breaking down my goals changed my life. When I was a young man, I had a dream of becoming a successful entrepreneur. But I had no idea where to start. I was overwhelmed by the thought of starting a business, but I kept putting it off. But then I heard about the concept of breaking down goals into smaller tasks. where I took my big dream of becoming a successful entrepreneur and I broke it down into smaller tasks. I started by researching different industries and business models. Then I focused on creating a business plan. And then I took the leap and started my own business. And here I am today, standing in front of all of you as a successful entrepreneur. But my journey didn't end there. I continued to break down my goals and set new ones for myself. And each time, I was able to achieve them because I had a clear roadmap to follow. I am a living testament that breaking down your goals into smaller tasks works. So I challenge each and every one of you to take a look at your own goals and see how you can break them down into smaller tasks. I promise you, it will make all the difference in the world. And as you start to see the results of this number 2 way to overcome procrastination, I urge you to keep pushing forward. Don't let anything stand in the way of your dreams and aspirations. Now to number 1. Procrastination is a silent killer of dreams and goals. It is the thief of time and the enemy of progress. It is the act of putting off important tasks and responsibilities, often in favor of more immediate and less important activities. And unfortunately, it is a habit that many of us struggle with. But my friends, I am here today to tell you that there is a way to overcome procrastination and reach your goals. The number 1 way to do so is by setting clear and specific goals. You see, without clear and specific goals, we are like ships without a rudder, drifting aimlessly in the sea of life. We may have a general idea of where we want to go, but without a specific destination in mind, we will never reach our desired outcome. Think about it. When you have a specific goal in mind, your actions become more focused and purposeful. You have a clear direction and a sense of urgency to take action. This is because a specific goal gives you something tangible to work towards. It becomes a target that you can aim for, and it motivates you to take the necessary steps to achieve it. On the other hand, when your goals are vague and ambiguous, it is easy to fall into the trap of procrastination. You may have a general desire to improve your life, but without a clear and specific goal, it is easy to put off taking action. You may tell yourself that you will start tomorrow or next week, but that day never seems to come. But my friends, the power of setting clear and specific goals goes beyond just motivating you to take action. It also helps you to overcome the fear of failure. You see, when your goals are vague, it is easy to make excuses and justify why you didn't achieve them. But when your goals are specific, there is no room for excuses. You either achieve them or you don't. And if you don't, it becomes a learning opportunity to reassess and adjust your approach. Now, you may be wondering, how do I set clear and specific goals? Well, it all begins with a vision. You must have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. This vision should be specific and detailed. It should include all aspects of your life, such as your career, finances, relationships, health, and personal growth. Once you have a clear vision, you can then break it down into smaller, more manageable goals. These goals should be specific, action and persevered, seizing every opportunity for growth. And slowly but surely, I started to see progress and success. Setbacks will always be a part of our journey, but it's how we respond to them that determines our level of success. We can either let them defeat us or use them as stepping stones towards our goals. So, how can we take action and persevere in the face of setbacks? Let me share 3 key steps. Firstly, we must have a clear vision of what we want to achieve. This vision will act as our compass, guiding us towards our goals and keeping us focused. When we have a clear vision, setbacks become temporary roadblocks, not permanent barriers. Secondly, we must have a plan of action. Taking action without a plan is like driving without a map. A plan helps us stay organized, prioritize our tasks, and stay on track towards our goals. And when setbacks come our way, we can refer back to our plan and make necessary adjustments. Lastly, we must have a strong mindset. Our mindset is the most powerful tool we have in overcoming setbacks. We must believe in ourselves and our abilities, be resilient and adaptable, and never give up. Taking action and persevering isn't easy, but the rewards are worth it. When we take action and persevere, we not only overcome setbacks but also grow and become better versions of ourselves. Moving on to number 4, seeking support and advice from others. We all face setbacks in our lives. It's just a part of the journey. But what sets successful people apart is their ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. And one of the most effective ways to do that is by seeking support and advice from others. We aren't meant to go through life alone. We thrive when we have a strong support system around us. When we face challenges and setbacks, having people to turn to can provide strength and resilience. So, who should you seek support and advice from? Anyone who has been where you want to go. Seek out mentors, coaches, and successful individuals who have faced similar setbacks and overcome them. Learn from their experiences, mistakes, and triumphs. Surround yourself with a positive and supportive network of friends and family who will be there for you during tough times. If you don't have a mentor or a strong support system, it's time to start building one. Attend networking events, join online communities, and seek out individuals who have achieved what you aspire to achieve. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. You'll be surprised at how many people are willing to offer their support and guidance. But remember, seeking support and advice from others doesn't mean relying on them completely. Ultimately, you are responsible for your own success. Use the advice and support of others as a guide, but trust in yourself and your abilities. Moving on to number 3, setting realistic goals and having a plan. Setting goals is essential, but they must be realistic and achievable. Unrealistic goals set us up for failure, whereas realistic goals give us a fighting chance to achieve them. But setting realistic goals is just the first step. We also need a plan. A plan is the roadmap that guides us towards our goals, helping us stay focused and on track. It turns our dreams into reality. So, how do we set realistic goals and create a plan? Firstly, have a clear understanding of your goals and dreams. Break them down into smaller achievable steps, set a timeline, and hold yourself accountable. And be flexible. Life is unpredictable, and things may not always go according to plan. But that's all right. Be open to making adjustments to your plan when necessary. Remember, the destination may remain the same, but the journey may have a few detours. Now, on to number 2. Staying positive and maintaining a growth mindset. I know what you may be thinking. How can something as simple as staying positive and having a growth mindset be the key to success? Well, let me tell you, my friends, it's not as simple as it may seem. In fact, it's one of the most challenging things to do, especially when faced with setbacks and failures. But it's possible, and it's crucial for your success. So, what exactly is a growth mindset? It's the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed and improved through hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It's understanding that we're not limited by our current skills or knowledge, but rather, we have the potential to continuously learn and grow. And this mindset is essential because it allows us to see setbacks and failures as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than roadblocks to our success. Staying positive and maintaining a growth mindset may sound like a walk in the park when everything is going well. But it's when we face challenges and setbacks that our true character is tested. It's easy to be positive and have a growth mindset when everything is going our way. But it takes real strength and determination to maintain that mindset when things are not going as planned. So, how do we stay positive and maintain a growth mindset in the face of setbacks? The first step is to reframe our perspective. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, see them as opportunities for growth. As the saying goes, when one door closes, another one opens. Ourselves with positivity, we become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So, it's crucial to surround ourselves with positive and growth-oriented individuals. These are the people who will lift us up when we're feeling down, remind us of our potential when we doubt ourselves, and push us to be the best version of ourselves. So, choose your inner circle wisely and let their positivity and growth mindset rub off on you. Another crucial aspect of staying positive and maintaining a growth mindset is to focus on progress, not perfection. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of perfection, but the truth is, it doesn't exist. Perfection is an illusion that can hold us back from achieving our goals. Instead, let's focus on progress. Every step we take towards our goals, no matter how small, is progress. And progress, no matter Nan was fired from her first job as a news anchor. These setbacks could have stopped them in their tracks, but instead, they used them as learning opportunities and kept moving forward. So, how do we reframe setbacks as learning opportunities? First, we must change our perspective. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, see them as feedback. When something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What can I do differently next time? Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every successful person has faced failure, but they didn't let it define them. They used it as a stepping stone towards their goals. Secondly, we must take responsibility for our setbacks. It's easy to blame external factors for our failures, but taking responsibility means taking control of our lives. It means acknowledging that we have the power to change our circumstances. When we take responsibility, we can learn from our mistakes and make the necessary adjustments to move forward. Next, we must embrace the growth mindset. This means believing that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work and dedication. People with a growth mindset see setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve, while those with a fixed mindset see them as proof of their limitations. Embracing a growth mindset allows us to see setbacks as temporary and to keep pushing forward towards our goals. Another key to reframing setbacks as learning opportunities is to surround ourselves with the right people. We become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So, it's crucial to surround ourselves with positive, supportive, and growth-minded individuals. These people will lift us up when we're facing setbacks and help us see the lessons in our failures. Lastly, we must practice resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and keep moving forward. It's a crucial trait for success because setbacks are inevitable, but how we respond to them is what truly matters. Resilient people see setbacks as temporary and use them as fuel to keep going. They don't let setbacks define them, they use them as opportunities for growth and development. In closing, setbacks are not the end, they're merely a detour on the road to success. The number one way to overcome setbacks and keep moving towards success is to reframe them as learning opportunities. Remember to change your perspective, take responsibility, embrace the growth mindset, surround yourself with the right people, and practice resilience. These steps will not only help you overcome setbacks but also propel you towards your goals and dreams.